Sweet. So that's perfect. So now we get to go another tapped land, duress him, mentor, transgress him, trigger mentor. So we're going to take... do I want to take Ruin in their wake? This doesn't actually ramp him because he doesn't have a waste, so I'm just going to take vegetation. We'll play mentor next turn into transgress him, triggers. I mean, they had Rakdos's or Kozilek's return before too, so like... If you found another Rune in their wake, that would be annoying. If we find untapped land here, we didn't, so we're just going to play Transgress. So I say we will definitely play Gideon if we hit an untapped land. Next turn we can play Gideon out. Do you want to take the Breaker or the Explosive Vegetation? I kind of want to just take the Explosive Vegetation. I have this Ruinous Path in my hand. So he's got Forest, Mountain, Breaker. Yeah, I'm just going to take the Ramp because there's a lot of bombs in his deck. So like if he just like peels Ugin, we could die, so... So let's think here. What can I do? We can play. We make a. If we just make an emblem right now, we hit him for 4, 5, 6, 7. Put him to 10, and then we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 power on the table. So yeah, I'm just gonna make an emblem now, and the reason to do this now is it keeps the mentor alive if he peels Kozilek's return. And he's dead on board because we have Shambling Vent. This kills him too. Bottom, top. Show me what you got. Triggers. This is why there's 4 mentors on the board, by the way, because I'm aware this matchup is hard. It's going to resubmit. You don't have a lot of removal, you just play the card and can run away with the game. Thoughts on Pitiless Horde for this matchup? Seems expensive and kind of clunky. Maybe it's okay. I could see if we wanted more threats on the board, maybe it being okay. The reason I really like Mentor is because it allows you... It's a good card against the red deck, too, because it just makes tokens and goes wide against them. So I think the Mentor's applications against the red decks, in addition to the ramp deck, make it the better pick. At least we took him to 3, even if we lose this one. This hand needs lands and doesn't have a Mentor, so easy mulligan. This hand does not need either of those things. I'm going to bottom anything that's not a discard spell here, since we can already cast the Mentors. You know, that being said, like, turn 3 Mentor on the draw is a little slow without interaction. Okay, no ramp off Ruin their wake. It's good for us. He got a mountain, so he could have, what's it called? The sweeper here. He must have just drawn this, otherwise he would have gotten waste last time and then just ramped, right? Another mentor, sure. Why not? I'm expecting a Kozilek's return. I've definitely cast Secure for 0 to save my Mentor from Kozilek's Return before. Not close. Roast, sure. Third Ruin their Wake. All right. He can Chandra next turn. I'm still going to play this Mentor out, though. He's at 20. There's my other Mentor. Go. This way, you do need discard spells, too. Like, if I was expecting a lot of ramp, I might even main deck Mentors and, like, play board up to 8 discard spells. We're boarding up to 7 right now, but we could definitely play more, I think. Yep. Kozilek's Return. Alright, so I think I want to just secure for 0 here. Alright. If he has anything, we lose the game, so I'm just playing this out, so that way if we draw another thing next turn, we can kill him. No graveyard hate in this format is so miserable. Like, if we just had reasonable graveyard hate for Kozilek's Return and this stupid World Breaker, just can't win the game ever. And then he has Sanctum of Ugin, like the fixed Eye of Ugin. Like, if he didn't have this, we might have had a chance. But like, he's cracking this and getting an Ulamog or another World Breaker. So like, even this Utter End on top just doesn't save us. All right, so that was a really quick match. So we have time to queue up a league. Yep, hand seems great in the dark, especially on the play. Well, Graveyard Hate's especially powerful in Standard right now because it could be used to enable the processing cards like people were doing in Modern before we got the good Eldrazi, like enabling the 4/5 that like puts 2/1/1s into play and stuff like that. Like, enabling those is not nothing. Alright, looks like Mardu Green, which again is a good matchup for us. Rhino Fuel Campbell Steel Beams. Well, that's unfortunate. Poor Obnix. That's fine. This matchup's still good for us on average, like I said earlier. If you guys ever miss all or part of a stream, you can find a link below the stream to my YouTube archive where I post all of my stream archives. So you can check that out. There's a bunch of past videos of Magic and Hex stuff there as well. So we're 2-2 in this league, and we're 1-1 in the champs qualifier. So we're 3-3 on the day, which is okay. It's not impressive, but it's fine. So just like 1-for-1ing each other a bunch. First one to Obnix or like a bunch of a Gideon or like Read the Bones or Abzan Charm is going to be. All right, look at that. You know, I'm actually going to play out this Plains because he has mana to play a GDD next turn. I'd like to. Oh, I guess I have Price too. All right, that was silly. I'm going to bottom both of these. Secure the Waste, also very good in this matchup. Okay, so if he plays GDD next turn, we just go ahead and secure for a bunch. Be my neighbor. Siegemen or Rhinoceros, sure. So we're going to go ahead and secure an end step here, and then if we hit a land, we can actually kick the Ruinous Path, which sounds great. Planar Outburst. I think I'm just going to Edict him, because it lets us be mana efficient. This is kind of exposed in our hand, but like trading a land for a spell is pretty powerful in this matchup, especially when we're both going to draw a lot of lands at some point. It's Awaken, yep. It's not Kicker. You're not wrong. And in fact, I think Mark Rosewater wrote a post at one point about how they hate that they made the mechanic Kicker because so many things are essentially just like Kicker but worse. Like Overload is essentially Kicker, etc., etc. All right. Unfortunately, we drew those in the wrong order. If we had a 4/4 land right now, we would definitely be winning by a lot. Night and Hour, we could feasibly lose this game. If he has a third Rhino, that would be bad. Ooze would be busted in Standard, not close. That card is too good for Standard. I'm glad that we suffered through a Standard format with it, so that way we could have it in Modern. But it's definitely much too powerful for Standard. Like a 2-mana threat that's like awesome in the late game is just really nuts. Fiery Impulse, one of the tokens. You got it. And this is why this matchup's pretty good for us, like I've been saying, because they eventually do things like spend Fiery Impulses on 1/5 of my Secure the Waste. And obviously it gets a little bit worse post-board, but on average I think it's still great for us. Alright, what do you got, bud? You know, Read the Bones or something? Obnix of your own? Chandra? Sure, you got a Chandra. Oh, he's going to kill all my tokens. That's so sad. Can't win. We already spent a bunch of Ruinous Paths. That's not good. Well, I guess we have Hollowed Moonlight to Fog Chandra next turn. And then hopefully we find... I don't even know what we could be looking to find. It's not looking good for our hero, though. But yeah, I guess we have 2 Utter Ends and a 3rd Ruinous Path. Never forget that Magic is a skill game where the better player always wins. Kill that idiot. Make that a 4/4. I forgot I'm up to 3 Ruinous Paths in this configuration. Ooze was fine in Standard. I top 8'd an Invitational with a green-black deck that like leaned on Scavenging Ooze. So this is probably going to eat a Crackling Doom, but that's fine. He traded a Crackling Doom for my land, which, you know, yeah, I'm fine with that. Needle Spires could get in for 4 here, which isn't the worst. If he has another Chandra, we're probably dead. But that being said, they usually only play like 1 or 2 Chandras tops. Maybe 3 post-board, but I'd be really surprised if he's at more than 2 game 1. Yep, getting in for 4 here, so we can possibly close out the game with Reach from Siege Rhinos and Crackling Dooms. Who's home, boys? I mean, Mutilate was, or not Mutilate. No, it was Mutilate. Yeah, I was going to say Languish is the one we have now. Mutilate was the sweeper we had then, was also very good. Ruinous Path is different.